What's happening, Delco? I'm Rich Shane, and welcome to the What's Happening Delco podcast. Today, I'm joined by Zack Elfman of 610 Fitness. Zack, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me on.
Well, we have had you on our spotlight. You are certainly very active in social media, but for the people that don't know what you are about, Zack, what do you do?
610 Fitness. I am a personal and semi-private gym for those in Delco that are looking to get their strength back and not just get stronger, but emotionally, mentally, just get their lives together.
Now, what can people expect when they train with you, when they come to 610 Fitness?
You're going to have a fun environment, music that is going to get you dancing in between your sets. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to leave here feeling better than when you first came in.
And you just moved. So this is all a brand new space. Talk about the move. Talk about this space and what it means to you and your clientele.
Basically, if I want to start with the space, for the past 2 years, I've been operating out of a garage, and I've always been looking around. 2 years ago, this spot came up, and it was something I really wanted, but at the time, money didn't work. So I worked hard, I got clients, and when the time came, I came back to Springfield and got a new space, and it was still available, luckily.
Now, I mean, let's not forget, you had a great landlord over there where you were at your original location. So that's still a great space. Megan was a great landlord, wasn't she?
She was a great landlord. It was upsetting having to part ways from, being there for so long. But just because I'm not there doesn't mean that they're not here with me. So Meg has come with me to the new gym.
Talk about the transition and the actual location. So how do people find this location and making sure that they were almost next door to where the Delco Chamber of Commerce is down in this building, right?
Yes. So it is the 1001 South Side location on Baltimore Pike of the Springfield Square. If you drive behind the Olive Garden section or even the Longhorn, you go to the back, you'll see a giant sign for cardiology. You'll go through those doors, follow the steps down. As soon as you go down, you will hear the music and make a sharp left, and you'll see that giant sign that says 610 Fitness.
This is exactly how people find you. What was the transition to get from where you were to here, and what just the improvements it means to the services that you can now provide your clientele?
I mean, if we're talking the travel, going from a 2-car garage to over 1,600 square feet was definitely a plus, because now I can actually have open gym. So while I'm training somebody, others can still come in and work out. Now, I make sure that I have boards up for people, so if they don't know what they want to do, they have isolated movements on our boards that will tell you how to do your legs, your chest, your back, your shoulders. And they can do all that while I still get to personally train, and there's no confusion, there's no overlaps, and everybody's enjoying themselves. As for moving from the garage here, I think in the first day we did 6 carloads of equipment to get from one end of Springfield to the other end. Drive-wise, it's about 5 minutes, but it seems like a long time. But that was the first day. I would like to say probably in the first week I had everything in. Nothing was organized yet, but everything was in because I still needed to repaint the entire room.
And this is a clean, fun, like you said, you've got the music pumping in here. This is a great environment to work out, not only just on that program that you have on the boards, but you getting out there and motivating people and helping them reach their goals. Zack, what motivates you? What gets you up every day?
Basically the satisfaction of knowing that I get to come to work and help people that are, they're looking for the same thing I'm looking for. They're looking for happiness. They're looking to be with somebody else. They're looking to basically have a life that has some fulfillment. So waking up every morning and seeing these clients that come in, smiling or not, I get enjoyment out of it because they will come in tired, but they will leave here exhausted, but in a great way where they're sweating and they feel so much better about themselves.
Why Delco? Why Delaware County for you?
So for me, I was born and raised in Delaware County. As the name says for 610 Fitness, Delaware County for the few years way back when the area code was 610. So I chose 610. I also lived in a house that was 610. So for me, it's nostalgia. It's just keeping everything the old way for me, remembering where I came from.
Fitness-wise, who inspires you? Who was your inspiration, or who still inspires you to, keep fit, stay fit, work yourself, into that vision of who you want to become. Who inspired you, or what the inspirations? Who are your inspirations today?
Surprisingly enough, and I know like a lot of people give celebrities and people they know, it's actually my dad. As a child, he always took me to the Lansdowne Racquetball Club, and I was always around people working out. As we got older, we went to the YMCA. Then he moved, but like he constantly moves. He has all these projects. He's always building somebody's house or electricity or a deck or something like that. So he constantly moves, and he's going to be 69 this year, and he's probably still as strong as an ox. So if I had to say anybody, it's my dad.
If you were to talk to your earlier self and you could say, hey, Zach, if you would have made, or you could make this one change, physical fitness wise, health wise, diet wise, is there something you would have said to that younger Zach?
I probably would have told him that like his ambition to want to be a doctor or be in business was great, but that's not where he's going to end, and that he should have hit the gym sooner.
Hit the gym sooner.
Hit the gym sooner.
All right. I think that's good advice for everybody, because when we talk about, and you're probably having these conversations with your clientele, the better you are in shape at the later stages, you avoid things, and you probably know and can talk about these better than I, falls, dementia, just being out of breath, holding your grandkids. I mean, these some of the things that some of the clientele are coming to, even at a younger age, saying, hey, this is the person I envision myself when I get older.
I guess so. I mean, like, I have people that come all age. I have a pair of 6-year-olds that probably move faster than anybody half their age. You give them some sort of workout, they don't stop moving. When they're told about breaks, they don't know what a break is. They literally go straight through. And I think it's a mindset that they had when they were younger for working out. Then my younger clients that come, basically, they're more about trying to see how much weight they can lift and not think about the form and whether or not they're going to hurt themselves. So like, as you said, injuries and diets and everything like that, we talk about it. We figure out ways to make sure that when they're working out, that they're doing it proper. I really don't care about how much weight you can lift. It's whether or not you can do it right, so that you don't have these injuries when you get older. And by working out now, you're investing in yourself, and the return itself is going to be far better than you going and hitting the bar or, some local festival.
Some local festival?
Yeah, local festivals, where people go there and they're they got their tie-dye shirts on and they're partying up and living in tents.
Okay. If you're a Delco guy through and through. If I made you mayor of all of Delco, what would be the one thing you'd like to change or improve?
To definitely make sure that at least once a year we had that actual fitness day, that everybody, there's no work, we're outside and we're doing some form of activity.
All right. You are now mayor, so we will start to see 610 Fitness's one day a year that you're actually promoting fitness and getting people in the Delco community out and about.
I think that's what we need. I mean, a lot of gyms have their specials, but why not have a day where we all go outside, everybody's together, and you do some sort of fitness. If it's walking, if it's jogging, if you know how to do, jump rope, anything, but not just sitting still.
That sounds like a great idea. All right, we'll see that coming up pretty soon then, huh?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Now, I'm going to do this. We're adding a little rapid fire question to the mix here. So I'm going to throw some things out there. You don't know what the questions are, right? We haven't handed these to you early?
No.
Okay, ready? All right. You go out and you have that cheat day. Where are you going for a cheesesteak?
A cheesesteak?
Yeah. Pat's. Now, where are you going for pizza?
Oh, man. Chris's Pizza.
Okay. And if somebody were to come to Delco and you say, hey, you got to try this place to get the full feel of Delco or what it's all about, where are you sending them?
Nifty 50s.
Nifty 50s. Now, this is a hard one. You ready?
All right.
Wawa or Royal Farms?
Wawa.
Wawa. I'm surprised. Really?
I've worked for Royal Farms and Wawa, so I can actually say which one I'd prefer.
So you get a little bit of niche there.
I do.
All right, cool. What would you like people to think about, that one thing right now as they're driving around or they're listening to the podcast in their daily lives? What is one takeaway that you want them to think about, or really what sets 610 Fitness apart as to, why they should drop what they're doing now and make sure that they come in and check out what you're doing and see how they can be impacted by you?
If it was one thing about me, I'd just say just the passion that I have. Like, I don't look at everybody as a client or a member. We're family. So anything that's happened with me is happening with them and vice versa. I have a client who's got a wedding coming up, and fingers crossed that I get invited to it. So,
all right, that'll be a good time. Zach, thanks so much for being on the podcast. We've been with you. Like, we talk about family from your garage and going through the pandemic to where you are today. We are, Dawn and I, What's Happening Delco, looking forward to seeing all the great things that are in store for you coming up in 2022 and beyond.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks, Zach.